In a cozy little town, nestled between rolling green hills, lived a boy named Leo. Leo wasn't just any boy. He had a secret. A wonderful, wobbly, listening secret. He could hear things talk. Not people, not animals, but things. His favorite teddy bear would whisper bedtime stories, and his bright red boots would grumble about puddles. One sunny afternoon, Leo's mom took him to the grand town library, a place filled with the smell of old paper and adventure. While his mom looked for a book, Leo wandered into a quiet, dusty corner. He picked up a big, leather-bound book with a friendly-looking face embossed on the cover. As his fingers traced the golden letters, a tiny, creaky voice whispered, "Ahem, hello there, young man." Leo blinked. He looked around. No one was there. He looked down at the book. Did you just talk?" he whispered back. "Of course I did," the book replied, its voice rustling like turning pages. "The name's Barnaby. Barnaby the book. And I'm in a terrible pickle." Leo's eyes widened with excitement. "A pickle? What happened?" "My ending. It's gone," Barnaby sighed. "My story is all about a brave knight and a silly dragon, but right at the very end, where they become best friends." Poof! The words just flew away. Leo looked closer and saw the last page was completely blank. Flew away? Yes. In this library, words sometimes get a bit flighty, Barnaby explained. They turn into tiny, glowing letters and flutter about. My ending is up there somewhere, and without it, my story will never be complete. Leo looked up. He saw them, tiny, shimmering letters, like little golden fireflies, were zipping and zooming near the high ceiling. "Wow! Don't worry, Barnaby. I'll help you." Leo had an idea. He spotted a librarian's tall rolling ladder. With a little push, he sent it gliding down the aisle. He climbed up, up, feeling like an explorer on a great quest. The air was thick with the hum of flying letters. He held Barnaby open. "Okay, Barnaby," Leo called down. What did the words say? Let me think. Barnaby creaked. It started with, "And so, the knight and the dragon." Leo saw a group of letters spilling out, "And so, I see it," he shouted. He carefully scooped them out of the air with his hands and gently placed them on Barnaby's blank page. The letters wiggled for a moment and then settled into place. Next, Barnaby remembered. "Danced a silly jig." Leo giggled. He spotted the letters for danced, chasing a letter J with a leap. He caught them and guided them back to the book. Slowly, piece by piece, they collected the missing ending under the starry sky and became the best of friends. And finally, the end, when the last word was in place, Barnaby glowed with a warm, happy light. "You did it, Leo. You saved my story." "Thank you." Leo slid down the ladder, his heart buzzing with happiness. He had helped a friend. As he left the library, he knew this was just the beginning of his listening adventures. The next day, Leo decided to explore the woods behind his house. The sun dappled through the leaves, and the air smelled of damp earth and pine. He followed a winding path he'd never seen before, deeper and deeper into the trees, until he came to a hidden pond. The water was as clear as glass, surrounded by mossy stones and tall, swaying cattails. As he sat by the water's edge, he heard a long, low sigh. It wasn't the wind. It sounded old and deep. "Oh, dear, oh, dear," the voice groaned. Leo looked around and saw a huge, ancient willow tree, its branches drooping all the way down to the water. "Are you okay?" Leo asked softly. One of the long, leafy branches swayed toward him. "Not really, little one," the tree, whose name was Willow, whispered. "It's the frogs. They won't sing." The frogs? Leo looked at the pond. He could see dozens of little green frogs sitting on lily pads, but they were all completely silent. "Yes, this pond is famous for its froggy choir," Willow explained, her leaves rustling sadly. "They used to sing the most beautiful songs from sunset till moonrise, but a big, scary heron swooped by last week, and now they're all too shy to make a peep. It's just too quiet." Leo felt sorry for Willow and the shy little frogs. He dipped his fingers in the cool water. A small frog on a nearby lily pad blinked its big, golden eyes at him. "Hello," Leo whispered. "Why are you so quiet?" The frog just stared. Leo had an idea. He remembered a song his grandma used to sing. He started to hum a gentle tune, a simple, happy little melody. He hummed it over and over, his voice soft and friendly. He then looked at Willow the tree. "Willow, can you help?" he asked. "Can you rustle your leaves to the beat?" Willow understood. She began to sway her branches, her leaves making a soft, shushing sound, like gentle rain. "Shh, shh." Leo kept humming. Then, he noticed the cattails. "Hey, cattails," he called out. "Can you tap against each other?" The cattails seemed to listen. They started to knock together gently, making a soft, rhythmic tap-tap-tapping sound. "Shh, tap-tap, hum." A tiny frog, the one closest to Leo, let out a small, tentative ribbit. Leo smiled. "That's it," he encouraged. Another frog joined in. "Ribbit, ribbit." Soon, a third and a fourth joined the chorus. The shyness began to melt away like morning mist. They saw that Leo, Willow, and the cattails were making music with them, for them. Before long, the entire pond was alive with a symphony of croaks, ribbits, and chirps. It was a joyful, wonderful, loud song, echoing through the woods. Willow's branches swayed happily. "Oh, thank you, Leo. You've brought the music back to my pond." Leo sat there for a long time, listening to the happy frog choir he had helped conduct. He learned that sometimes, all it takes is a little encouragement and a gentle song to help others find their voice. Feeling proud and a little bit hungry after his woodland concert, Leo headed home. He walked into the kitchen just as his dad was starting to prepare dinner. Pots and pans were clanking on the stove. The timer on the oven was ticking, and the refrigerator was humming its low, steady tune. To most people, it would just be kitchen noise, but to Leo, it was an orchestra warming up. "Hello, pot," he said to the big silver soup pot. Clang! "Hello, Leo. Ready to make some noise?" the pot boomed back. "You bet." Leo grinned. He picked up 2 wooden spoons. The little saucepan on the counter squeaked. "Me too, me too. I can make a high-pitched ting." The salt and pepper shakers rattled. "We can be the maracas. Shake." Leo's dad chuckled, watching him. "Looks like you're making some music, my little maestro." "It's a kitchen symphony, Dad," Leo declared. He stood on a stool like a real conductor. "Okay, everyone, ready?" He pointed a wooden spoon at the refrigerator. "Humming section, you start us off." The fridge hummed a deep, steady bass note. "Hum. Now timer, give me that tick-tock beat." The oven timer obliged with a steady tick-tock. tick-tock. Saucepan, let's hear your ting. Leo tapped the little pan gently with a spoon. Ting, ting, ting. Big pot, your turn for the clang. He gave the soup pot a hearty tap. Clang! And shakers, shake! The salt and pepper shakers rattled joyfully. Leo conducted his kitchen orchestra with great enthusiasm. He waved his wooden spoon batons, creating a fantastic, clanging, tinging, humming, ticking, shaking rhythm. It wasn't a normal song, but it was full of energy and fun. It was the sound of a happy kitchen. The kettle on the stove even joined in with a high-pitched whistle when the water started to boil. His dad laughed and clapped along. That's the best dinner music I've ever heard. As they sat down to eat, Leo looked around the room. The pot was silent now, full of delicious soup. The timer was quiet, but Leo could still feel their happy energy. From the talking book in the library, to the singing frogs at the pond, to the clanging pots in his own kitchen, Leo realized something amazing. The world was full of stories, songs, and secrets. You just had to be curious enough to listen. And with a little bit of kindness, you could help make those stories even more magical. As he drifted off to sleep that night, his pillow whispered, "Sweet dreams, Leo, our listening friend." And he knew, with a happy smile, that a new adventure was waiting for him tomorrow. Thanks for watching our story today. If you loved Leo's adventure, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more magical tales. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.